finished my math talk the other day, and I have an opportunity to go see what life is like in an Albanian village. So I'm with Florian, who teaches in the math department at University of Tirana, and we're going to go check it out, and our mission is going to be to see what life is like outside of the city. It's definitely important that I have Florian here to help me because my Albanian is not so strong. You know, maybe I could do with Polish or do a little bit with Russian, but Albanian is a completely different language. So there's no way I'm going to talk to people in a village by myself. Had a Thanksgiving dinner last night. It's a lot of turkeys. In Albania, the turkeys are for New Year's and not of course not American Thanksgiving. Florian decided to introduce me to his friend named Palum, who owns a farm in an Albanian village. And at first, Palum was a little bit hesitant to be on camera, but the Rocky came out and the alcohol started flowing, and then, things changed a little bit. And I got to see the real meaning of Albanian hospitality, and kind of humorously, actually, Palum is Albanian for pigeon. We've been having some Rocky, some honey straight from here, so this is kind of... Another? Does he want another?
Yeah. Huh?
Oh, these are the sheep, right? Sheep? Sheep want to see what this is? No, no, they don't. Yeah, they're a little scared of action cameras. No. Nah. Oh. This is you gotta be careful on the mud. Here are the bees. I really respect and I like bees, but honestly I'm a little bit scared of them. But we're standing here without any sort of bee protective gear or anything like that. So I just slide because I'm so bad. Oh, and there's a pomegranate right down there, like in the mud. Or I kind of feel bad about that. That's a lot. Thank you a lot. Falemindetti. Yeah, mir, for sure. Mir meaning good. Very nice. Of Palum. I got a bunch of oranges, a bunch of persimmons. I'm going to be set for fruit for the whole week. So we're going to go exploring, I think, the rest of the village or somewhere else. I'm not entirely sure. But I think there's more to see. We got another 2 hours of daylight left. Do svidania. What happened before was, so Palum, his wife came out and offered coffee, rake fruits, and things like this. And this is a very traditional place. So basically the woman can come out and offer these things, but then she doesn't stay around and talk. So we were allowed to talk to him, and we said all kinds of things, but she was always just kind of not to be seen. So I never talked to her, and this is a big cultural difference between here and the United States. And there's even chickens at the cemetery, so we need to go to the cemetery. We need to pull over somewhere here. This is the cemetery, guarded by barbed wire here, and I don't know what the point of that is exactly. But if you've seen my videos, you know that I actually like visiting cemeteries in other countries, and I highly recommend that everybody do this. And this is the first time I've seen chickens running around in the cemetery. So if you go to a Albanian cemetery, maybe you find chickens. Sultane Muslim Azuni. See a picture. So this is kind of interesting. In American cemeteries, they don't always put pictures on there. These are, I don't know, these are wild chickens or what the deal is. Like, I'd love to have a conversation, but I don't speak chicken Albanian. Really cool feature of these graves that, look at this. This is actually really nice. They have this soil here to plant flowers. They leave flowers on Polish cemeteries. I made a video about this. And here they actually can grow. That's awesome. That's really cool. Look at this monument here. This is about the Albanian Communist Party. So in 1942, Enver Hoxha pulled together all these different factions in Albania to unite against Italy. And this was in the village of Peze, which is just right over there. So this was, in a sense, the beginning of this awful, murderous regime. Florian just told me something very interesting also about this, that most of the people that were involved in this conference that gave Enver Hoxha power were actually killed or put in some sort of camp for political prisoners, which had just awful conditions. So this is a common feature that happens in these communist regimes. This happened with Stalin as well, that people that were, you know, very good for the party and all that were just murdered to help them consolidate power. We're trying to go to Peze, and this is what I mentioned earlier, where Enver Hoxha had that meeting of, you know, people he later killed. And according to Pulum, this is the place with the most beautiful things in the area. So we're going to be heading that way, but it's 8 kilometers of treacherous roads, and I need to be back in a couple hours, and we don't have too much time left of daylight. So we're going to try to go there, and I'm really crossing our fingers, but we'll see what happens. And we have a donkey in the road. And the donkey tied there, so it's kind of a bad place to park your donkey. Are we in downtown Peze? Is this the big lively area here? Or? Cold. This is a muddy river or something like that. Like, it's really, it doesn't even look like water. It's just like all this mud. Thunder. Good, I brought my umbrella. You know, Enver Hoxha was very paranoid about invasion in Albania and had all these bunkers built around Albania to protect against invasion from Yugoslavia, other things. And we have a couple bunkers here. Now there's a chini and a horse guarding the bunkers. Is it safe to go up, do you think? There's some animals up there. There's a dog. You're not dangerous? Okay. Well, let's check it out. You're driving me to the hospital if something happens. The mud might be dangerous, though. Yeah, this is very slippery. Okay, this is cool here. Okay. What is this field, by the way? Okay, I really don't know what's going on here. We have some field. There's a couple dogs, really a lot of horses, just eating grass. And we have some bunkers. You can imagine when Tito invades from Yugoslavia, getting this, I don't know that I can really get in this bunker too well, but you can, I guess, theoretically protect yourself in that bunker. There's another one down here. This one looks a little bit safer. Tree. It's kind of like mushrooms, sort of. This is a weird place right here. We have up here, this is a monument to this meeting where all the factions united against Italy. So I don't know all the historical details of this, but I guess that's, you know, this, of course, this brings people together having a common enemy. And probably Enver Hoxha very skillfully was able to use this to gain power and grab power. And here are the buildings where this happened. So this is where the meetings were. The war heroes from 1940 that fought for the liberation of Albania from Italy. And what basically happened was that they were all communists. I think they didn't really fully understand what they were getting themselves into. They thought they were fighting for the freedom of Albania. And then the actual regime that was implemented, for example, of course, there's no religion allowed. They thought there would be freedom to worship religion, and nope, you can Muslim, Christian, no churches or anything. And this is one of the reasons I understand why they were murdered, was that they didn't know what they were getting themselves into. They helped with this, and then Enver Hoxha had them killed. And this place, I understand people come once a year. Albanian leaders come once a year to honor the people who gave their lives to that war for the failed attempt at freedom from one from one oppressor to the other. Oh. That's cute. Dog is heavy. Oh. Whoa. Doggy.
You make it dirty.
Yeah, he is making me dirty. This is true. Walking around Peze now, in the rain, with the lightning. Wanted to maybe avoid rush hour. We don't have that much daylight left anyways. And it seems like there's really just empty and nobody here. We have a dog just kind of following us, so it's somebody at least. But we're going to look and see if we can find anyone just to kind of chat with, and if not, I'm going to go home. Tomorrow I'm going to Nrdorq. This dog, was he back far away at the park, or? He's kind of, yep, he's still following. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Kind of cool stuff like this. Okay, well, we have a dog that's just like wants to kill us up there, but this is a gas station right here. One little pump up this ramp. Dog's still following us, climbing on that thing. I don't know. I'm not too optimistic. I think maybe we'll go pretty soon. Probably the dog will follow us back to Tirana. We are worried now. The nice, friendly dog that was following us got chased by what looked like a couple wild dogs. I think she might know the wild dogs, that kid over there, and the two of them were chasing him, and he was trying to get away. I really hope he didn't just get murdered right now. Yeah, I don't have a very good feeling about this. Guarding their territory, and the little girl was familiar with them, and this dog that was following us, I guess, was hesitating coming here, and sadly, I don't know what happened to it. It was chased away kind of viciously, and Florian was attacked when he was biking by these sorts of dogs. And we have to be extra careful as well, because these ones are not vaccinated against rabies. They're not, like, say, city dogs. And it kind of came back, and we're not making eye contact. We're walking away. Hopefully we're out of its territory right now. We're not going any further that way. Escaping, trying to head out, but there's not really much gas left. We need to find a gas station. I hope we can get back to Tirana and we don't end up getting stranded here to be attacked by wild dogs, and rained on. So we're hopefully going to find something. Found something that looks like a gas station. We're not sure if it's abandoned. And it has a look at the chair in front of the gas station. There's a light on inside. Maybe there's someone here. Yes, yeah, I think it's actually working. We thought it was abandoned. We were a little bit anxious. There's someone here to help us.
Siena, yeah, benzene.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And it's nice.
Yeah, it was a fun day. So, all right, have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye. I'm back in busy and chaotic Tirana now, and I'm glad I survived that. It was very interesting seeing what was in the village. I think we accomplished our goals of seeing what it's like in a village. There's some wonderful stuff. There's some vicious dogs you need to be very careful of, but it was a fascinating experience either way, and I got a ton of nice fruit from that. I really hope that one dog was okay. I don't know. So I'm going to be going to Nrdorq tomorrow, and I need to figure out how to actually get there, and I'm going to be giving a talk at the university there. I'm sure there'll be plenty of stuff I'm going to see. I don't know what yet. And Korç after that, so be sure to like the video, which will help. Comments helps the video a lot too, and especially subscribing, so you can see what happens in the remaining time that I'm in Albania. All right, so I'm out.